sa pagtupad nito. Kahit tagal ko nang hinihintay ang pagkakataon, ngayong hawak ko na, di ko na papabayaan pa. Ako ay nangarap, patuloy pang nangangarap. Ito'y para sa akin at sa minamahal. Kahit tagal ko nang hinihintay ang pagkakataon, ngayong hawak ko na, di ko na papabayaan pa. Mahal ko ang aking pangarap, susundin ko ang tawag ng aking puso. Haharapin ko ang lahat ng pagsubok, kakayanin ko lahat ay gagawin, maabot na ang pangarap ko. Ako'y nangarap, patuloy pa nangangarap. Ito'y para sa akin at sa minamahal. Kahit tagal ko nang hinihintay ang pagkakataon, ngayong hawak ko na, di ko na pababayaan pa. Mahal ko ang aking pangarap, susundin ko ang tawag ng aking puso. Haharapin ko ang lahat ng pagsubok, kakayanin ko lahat ay gagawin, maabot ang pangarap ko. At kung di man para sa akin ang pagkakataon, salamat pa rin, salamat pa rin. Mahal ko ang aking pangarap, susundin ko ang tawag ng aking puso. Haharapin ko ang lahat ng pagsubok, kakayanin ko lahat ay gagawin, maabot ang pangarap ko. Mahal ko ang aking pangarap, susundin ko ang tawag ng aking puso. Haharapin ko ang lahat ng pagsubok, kakayanin ko lahat ay gagawin, maabot ang pangarap ko. Thank you, everybody. E-Talent International Music, distributed by MCA Universal Music. Thank you, everybody. So now, everybody, you get to interrogate me. Yay! So, Jasmine Henry again. I am 15 years old. I am Filipino-Australian. My whole life in Sydney, Australia. And I moved here a little over a year ago. And now I'm fulfilling my dreams ever since I was young. So here I am in front of all of you, and I want to thank you again for being here.
Okay, we will now go to the Q&A part of the program.
Hi, Jasmine.
Hello po.
You're so pretty.
Thank you so much.
Sabi namin, ang ganda mo sa picture, lalo na in person.
Thank you.
And for sure, maraming mga opportunities na pupunta dito sa iyo sa Pilipinas. First question, are you staying here for good? Are you going to i-push mo yung career mo dito sa Philippines? Or parang pa ganun-ganun ka lang abroad and going back here?
Well, I'm traveling back and forth to Sydney when I have big projects in Australia. For example, I went back to perform for Miss World Australia and for Rocky Gattico's fashion show. I'm going back November 29 for my homecoming concert po. Pero ngayon po, we have big plans. I don't have any limits to my dream. I don't want to tie my dream to a place. I believe Philippines has big opportunities for me, and there are so many beautiful people who is a part of my journey in the Philippines. But there is plans that I should keep a secret for now. I do not want to say that I'll be staying here for the rest of my life or I'm leaving, but I have very big plans up ahead and coming, and I just can't wait for the journey. But definitely, Philippines is a part of my journey and takes a very big role, especially the Filipino people.
Another question is, tawag dito, related to your song, Mahal Ko Ang Aking Pangarap. Dahil sa marami mong talent, like singing, di ba? And then you're pretty. Personally, ano yung pangarap mo in your life? Ano yung gusto mo makilala ka ng mga fans mo, ng mga tao?
Well po, ever since bata po ako, sobrang hilig po ako kumanta, sumayaw, model. When I was very young, I wanted to become a politician for my country, which is crazy. But then, when I was discovered by the age of 10, I was really like, wow, this is really my dream. This was what God intended for me, to share this gift that He was given to me. So I dreamed of becoming a singer, and modeling and fashion and dancing is a passion that is a body to the head. The head being this gift of voice that was given to me, and then the body being everything else that I love.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Ako na daw. Hi, Jasmine. I'm
Hello
Glenn
po.
Sibonga from Bistada. Yes. Of course, related to your song, Mahal Ko Ang Aking Pangarap, how much or what are you willing to give and to sacrifice to really prove that you can say, Mahal ko ang aking pangarap? Pasok ha?
Wow, lalim. Well po, even now, I've made sacrifices for my dream, just to prove how much I love my dream. I lived in a country my whole life, Sydney, Australia. I had friends, I schooled there, I grew up there. But for my dream, I left everyone I knew, the place where I grew up, the school where I studied. I'm online school now, and I went to a country where I didn't know many people. I didn't know where we were gonna stay. That was all in mom's head. It was all mom doing the planning, but myself, as a 13-year-old kid back then, I didn't know much. All I knew was I was going to another big country with big dreams, with my voice, with my talents, and prayers. And that was a big sacrifice for me, especially being 13. And I didn't remember much. The last time I went to Philippines before then I was 5 years old. So I didn't know what I was expecting. But I knew that I had big plans here. And that was the first and biggest sacrifice so far. But I'm willing to make big sacrifices because this is my calling, this is my dream, and I truly, mahal ko ang aking pangarap.
Yes.
And so I thank my mom for supporting me truly, because without her support, I truly couldn't live my dream.
And congratulations for that.
Thank you po.
And of course, your next single, Playing with Fire. Can you tell us more about this, especially that you wrote this song? Where did you get the inspiration and everything? Can you tell us more about this song?
Sure po. Well, Playing with Fire, when I sing it, I feel every bit of it because I know exactly what I was going through when I was writing it, when I was writing each and every single word. Playing with Fire, the title alone is such a big statement. Playing with fire, I use the word fire as a metaphor for your heart and your feelings. So if you handle it incorrectly or irresponsibly, you will get burned, you will get hurt, just like your heart. If you give your heart to someone, whether that's your parents or your friend or, I don't know, your loved one, your boyfriend or something, and they handle it incorrectly or they abuse that emotion and trust and love that you give to them, you're gonna get hurt, you're gonna get burned, just like fire. Whether that's permanently and it scars, or whether it's just a minor burn and you get over it, you still get hurt in some ways. So that was my powerful sentence that I grew from that and wrote the song. the whole song is actually sort of in some ways a narrative. A narrative is some ways a narrative. It's a storyline. It tells a specific story. But I wanted to emphasize the emotion rather than the storyline. The storyline talks about a girl who's brokenhearted, but this was just one approach to the feeling that I wanted to show, to present, to emphasize, because pain and suffering and sadness comes in so many different forms. Even when you're little, when you hear your parents fighting, or when you're grown up and you're having problems, it comes in so many different forms. And that's only one approach, which is the heartbroken approach that I took. But like I said, I didn't want to emphasize the storyline, but more the emotion, the rawness of that emotion. And I feel like the producer, Sir Jimmy Antiporda, did it perfectly. It would be an honor if you sit next to me, Bob. This is Sir Jimmy Antiporda, the producer of the track Playing with Fire.
Hi everyone, glad to be here. Congratulations.
But when we produced the track, I was like, can we do something raw? Because the emotion and the feeling and the lyrics are so raw that I need the production to be raw, to hear the meaning, to hear the structure. And I think you did it perfectly. Thank you so much. Yes.
Jasmine, have you ever experienced playing with fire?
I feel like everyone has experienced playing with fire in some ways. Me personally, not the heartbreak version, but I've definitely played with fire. I've definitely played with emotion before. I feel like everyone has, even if they're little.
Yes, the question is for Sir Jimmy since he's already here.
Yeah.
So Jimmy, what did you find with Jasmine? What's the best thing about Jasmine?
Wow, Jasmine, she's so talented. Actually, the first time I met her, we just jammed sa piano and then it just flowed naturally because she's a gifted songwriter and a singer. Of course, she can sing her own songs, so that's why she can really give the best emotion of whatever she has written. So for me to produce her is such parang sobrang dali at saka we just enjoyed ourselves. We flowed so well. Actually, when we did your first cut, it was just quick. We're done. And even the recording was so quick then. So because she's so talented and she knows what she wants. Actually, her side is like more of a producer also. So in a way, we were just collaborating, and the end was really an awesome material. It's such a good song, and the thing is, doon lumabas yung talent ni Jasmine, her voice. It's just in the perfect range. So I hope that everyone would listen to the song and enjoy the song.
Parang gusto mo na nga rin mag-play with fire pag narinig mo yung song. Pero in a good way.
Nung mga bata,
Yeah.
mag-play ng fire. Yeah, but then the song is really so, parang it's so fiery eh. Kahit na pinalabas ko lang yung voice ni Jasmine eh. More of piano and minimal instruments lang. It's more of the voice. So we're highlighting her raw talent. So that's the idea.
Jasmine, do you idolize any local singers, artists?
Dami. I feel like there's so many. Daming sobrang talented Filipinos out there. And OPM songs, I'm a big fan. I turn on Mix and just listen to all the OPM. I love Silent Sanctuary, I love Ian Constantino, Casey Cantiga. Oh my gosh, and the way Sarah dances, I'm a big fan. But I love to collaborate with many Filipino artists because we bring different flavors to the table. And so when you blend it, it's beautiful.
Sino yung gusto mo makakolaborate?
Well po, even in Sydney, I collaborated with a lot of artists such as Piolo, Pascual, Papa P, Darren Espanto. Even when I had my farewell concert, AC Bonifacio in Calichari with my special guests. But the person that I haven't collabed with but I want to is